Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Monday, December 12th.
Hello, Max and Ray. Today, I was hoping to harvest about 200 pounds of honey. And when I got into my beehives, I found out that I had hive beetles. And they ate all the honey in these two boxes. The bees are totally mad about it. I even had traps in there that the hive beetles fell into, and the traps were totally full. I am overwhelmed with pests in this area. I don't know what I'm going to do about getting my own honey. I haven't been able to harvest honey in over a year because of moths and hive beetles. So these two boxes I pulled off of that hive because they're completely empty except for the honeycomb in this box. This box is full of honeycomb. But this box over here has new frames in it, and there's nothing but hive beetles in there. They haven't even built out the comb. They've pushed the hive beetles up to the very top box, which is what they do, and the hive beetles were trapped halfway to the top of the traps. I'll show you the traps on another day. But if the traps are that big, they were that full of hive beetles, and they were just crawling back out over their own carcasses. And I can't believe the problems I've had raising bees. I got a lot of bees. Now, all the bees that you see flying here will go back into that hive because these two boxes had free space in them. That bottom box is where the queen is, and she's full. I didn't want to disturb the queen in her box. When I opened it all the way down to there, looked inside, lifted that box off, took it off and set it down somewhere, looked in there, and they were all the bees were hovered over. They did not want to be bothered. And I saw no more hive beetles. So I'm pretty sure that they are pushing the hive beetles up as much as possible. So I went through and I just crushed hundreds and hundreds of them. I'm so good to my bees. And so these two boxes had no honey in them. And I did see a worm, probably a hive beetle worm. And I took off all the beetles that I could and fed them to the fish. Just got stung. So I have a massive swarming going on. And possibly over here. This is the hive from the last Hurricane Ian. And they're even swarming. They may have come out and started swarming over there on the other hives over there to get some of the wax or something like that. They have failed to produce anything yet. However, every time I look at them, they're carrying in pollen. I open them up and they're busy. They're busy working. But I am just getting no honey production. I took one hive and took it to another house because I can only have 3 hives, and then I had one hive left, and it disappeared, and then lo and behold, the hive that I moved was overwhelmed by moths. This is just incredibly bad. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to look in my hives every 2 weeks. You know, some people will tell you, oh, leave the hives alone. Just check them once once in a while. Other hive beekeepers say, oh, check your hives more often. Well, I tell you what, no, it's always different. It's just different. There's no set of rules that work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set out a tent out here, and I'm going to start swatting. I'm just kidding you, though. I'm going to start swatting moths at night. I thought about putting out a bug light, a bug zapper that would kill moths, but I'm afraid it would wake up the bees at night and they'd fly into it. I still have a lot of bees. I think that hive is healthy. That hive is healthy now. This hive is probably healthy. And the peace and quiet of my beautiful pond life has gone to poo-poo. I've got these lousy neighbors over here, can't stand them.